Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you.
Hits one! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Petri. Robertson really added the...
Terrific header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nicely aimed pass. That'll be a throw-in. Robertson. Oh, what a climb! He has done it! 2, and we've barely begun here. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to...
Shot goal! Vietnam are in serious threat of getting left behind. 2 goals down already. Mbappe. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. Passes short and sharp. Looks to go up and over. Oh, he's through the middle. Gullit. He's had a shot. Bellingham. Mbappe. That is a great pick out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Van Basten. Pedri.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Pedri puts his foot on the gas. Rodri. Oh, they can break here. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's had a hit! And he's had it nicked away. That's a sharp pass. That is good alertness. Lahm is charging up. Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! Back within 1! They have them in their sights again! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Bellingham. Modric gets over and intercepts. Bellingham. Mbappe. Kane. It's Kane! That was mighty close. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Gullit. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Valverde. Osimhen. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Corner number 2 then. Pedri plays it short. And they've got a throw. Bellingham. Van Dijk. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. No, that was never going to make it. Kane looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, that's a key interception. Pullet might just make this. Pedri. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He can get that clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And with that goal comes comfort. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
The Netherlands take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And he's there to clear it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that shapes to shoot! And he's managed to get rid. Osimhen proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
The attendance for this
That'll
match
be a throw.
was 72,306.
Substitution for Netherlands.
Number 45.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Number 12.
Van Basten.
Number 8.
Pedri.
Coming on the field.
Vinicius
Number 14.
Junior.
This is the time you need that pace.
Number 7.
Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He could be in here. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Roberto Carlos with a real chance here. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Robertson, he's got away. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. Vietnam making consecutive changes here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Played back in. Osimhen gets flagged offside. Valverde. Lam. Davids.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ødegaard. Vietnam will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. It's a throw-in. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Vietnam have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Gullit.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Saka. It's Modric! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
The Netherlands grab a 3-goal lead. He rises! He scored! It is no contest. It is a landslide. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look...
A big header! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Driving on and making good progress. Ødegaard, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Davids has given away a free kick. Robertson.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Hertrauda, and it's Modric. Rodri. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Vietnam cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stand. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rodri, Modric, and now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe, now it's Pedri. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard.
Hits one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pedri! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Pedri nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Belling. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And they can counter here, and it's Van Basten. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game. Has a goal!
Sorloth really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Modric. Rodri. Robertson. Swung over. Up he goes! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Pedri. And it's Van Basten. Oh, what a climb! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the service. They've just been very wasteful in the air.
Kane. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. Konate. And Khan. Khan sends that a long way.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, good. Decent hit! Goal, the Netherlands! The breakthrough strike! The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. Great chance here to level it up. Rodri. Van Basten absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Van Basten. So can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's had it nicked away.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That looks a good ball through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Van Basten. Pedri. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Good spot. He tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Terrific header! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Robertson. Robertson looking to get on the end of this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And Hullet! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
So, third corner of the game. And the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
3-0 and things are... And it's come back out to him. Defending was strong and firm. Mbappe. Mbappe going full tilt down the left. Now it's Pedri. He won't be happy with that one. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
In wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Vietnam didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And here's Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Van Basten. Sorloth. And it's Sorloth. Oh, can he get onto this? Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Pedri stood his ground strongly. Robertson. And that should get the job done. Rodri. The message is clear. None shall pass. Kane. Bellingham. It's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's played him through. He's got space in the area. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. Roberto Carlos. Pedri has created one goal already.
This match was 71,649.
Robertson, 60 minutes played. And it's Van Dijk. And Ertrauda played over towards the opposite flank. Now it's Hullet. And it's Sorloth. Oh, shooting chance!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Hullet. The Netherlands appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Robertson looking understandably energised after his goal. Well, played right into his path. Oh, great play! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van Dijk can get it clear. So their fourth corner of the game.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 9, Sterling. Number 8, Kadri. Coming on the field, number 14, Erling
Oh,
Haaland.
smashing header!
Number 20,
Decent
player of the
attempt, but
second.
not quite good
Substitution.
enough.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Robertson. Saka. Saka!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
They're up to 5 corners now. Davids tries to clear. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. That'll be a throw. He rises! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. And that has left him in a heap. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
He's got the shot away! Rising over the bar.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Davids. And that's put paid to a promising move. Haaland. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Haaland. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely ball and it's Van Basten! He's scored! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The Netherlands are having a ball here. Gertruida. Oh, what has happened here?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Modric. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Konate. Some really good ball movement. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well
So
and
that's
stopped
it. It is all over. Vietnam cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation, as to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. The action has already started. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos is charging up on the overlap. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And the ball's a... Bellingham! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge in with the challenge.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, good ball, shots on here. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. And it's Hullet. Well read, nice interception. Well, clearly Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary strike partnership.
Yeah, and he was the more creative one, Peter. Likes to use the left side, a great dribbler who's set up as...
And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That is a brilliant interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Khan catches it safely. Rummenigge. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Hoeneß. Short changes him with that pass. Rummenigge. Threads one in. Messi. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And it's Lahm. No, that's been intercepted. Lahm is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Lahm. Half an hour played now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kimmich. That has not gone well. Oh, great ball. Messi! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, no joy this time. Davids. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that was vital. Well, that is one way to stop him. And they're quick to get it back. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Rummenigge, good spot, he's seen the run. Nice ball and he's in, and the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Up for a header! And that's caused a worry or two. And he's had it nicked away. That's a shade optimistic. Hoeneß! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Hoeneß actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bellingham getting this one clear.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kane. Kimmich. Bellingham. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. Rummenigge! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That is a great pick out. Araujo. Vieira. And he's intervened well there. And the counter is on. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men.
And he's had a hit! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Gullit. And it's Vieira. Vieira. And here's Gullit. Gullit. Oh, important interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And no, that was never going to make it. No breakthrough, and well into the second period, it is still anyone's game. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Konate. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Taken back almost at once. Bellingham. Hoeneß. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Davids. Tries to dink it in. And he's managed to get free.
Vietnam seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Roberto Carlos.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 5, Bellingham. Gullit. Number 98.
Now it's Osimhen.
Panes. Coming on the field.
Done delicately.
Number 19.
No luck with that
Alphonso
dink over the
Davies.
top.
Number
That's a
97,
decent clearance.
Nedved. Number 9.
Oh, good take.
Batistuta.
Can he finish?
Number 99.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Substitution
That's a
in
little
progress.
unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Davis. Davis.
Arsenal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Now it's Rodrigo. Rummenigge. Ronaldinho. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Roberto Carlos. Shot could be on. Fiddles it, and the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Batistuta. Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There will be
Oh, he's
1
found him in
minute at a
space.
time.
Nedved. It's a good foot in there. Rummenigge.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Batistuta. Can he put it away? Denied by an instinctive save.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Desperate defending required here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Yaya Toure.
Look, movement creates...
And a header! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is lovely. Oh, it requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. Now it's Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Doué. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Haaland. Pinches it off him. Drogba. He's onside. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's a chance. Oh, a very decent attempt. Dembele just eases him off the ball. That's a little off target. Roberto Carlos. Promising cross. And he's gone looking for safety.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And smartly reclaimed. Yaya Toure. Big chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Vietnam really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Venezia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Mbappe. Doué absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now that's well seen too. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Yaya Toure. Oh, this looks sharp. It's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that was vital. Haaland. Drogba. And the ball is out of play. And it's Dembele. Bellingham. And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Bellingham. Van Dijk is the guilty party there. Roberto Carlos. And that's been repelled. And he's been shifted off it. Mbappe. Vietnam looking to pass their way through.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now here's the delivery. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And that's an excellent interception. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Doué.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos driving forwards.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
He's made sure that's not getting through. He's had a shot! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Konate gets it away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Yaya Toure. Haaland. He's played him through. Oh, that's a key interception. Wriggles his way through. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
What a chance, a huge chance. He couldn't have set it up any better.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Bellingham. Mbappe. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5, numero 13, numero 8.
Roberto Carlos is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Il numero 20, Bale. Il numero 7.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Roberto Carlos. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good spot, he's seen the run. Dumfries. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Hullet.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Van Dijk with the clearance. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh no, what has happened here? Great hit! He has done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Venezia could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a risk? There's the hit! And he hits the net! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Vietnam give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Pedri might be danger here. This might spell... Has a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. 4 added minutes on the board. Could move up a gear here. And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. Mbappe! Bastoni attempts a clearance. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He won't be happy with that one. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Batistuta. Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
And he thumps it clear. Mosquera. Vietnam have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Ribéry. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Passing nice and neat. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. Real great chance! Pedri. Now Mbappe. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Kane. Kane. Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bastoni. Koundé. And Cucurella. That's good. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got... Can he put it away? There it is! Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Darren Fletcher. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Kane. He is through here. Now hits one. And now they can clear their lines. Vietnam have reclaimed it. Pedri. Mbappe. And the shot! He's got a goal! And that is goal number 20.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Ribéry. Lovely bit of skill. Rodri. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Araujo calmly anticipates. Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Rodri. Threads one in. And we hit half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Vietnam go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
En el marcador se puede ver un plano de las diferentes zonas del estadio.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. That's good vision. Lahm.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rodri. Pedri. Roberto Carlos looking to hit the byline here. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Vietnam presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. Wonderful save by Martinez. Oh, he's missed.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Floated through. Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cleared without hesitation. Cucurella. And the ball's a good one here. Oh, that is really good tenacity. Barcelona have their second corner now. Up he goes! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Darren Fletcher actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That pass has been well intercepted. And the keeper's got it again. Time and again they are repelled. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedri. He's found some space. Now the finish! And it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Peter, that was just a defensive...
Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Vietnam got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Araujo. And Koundé. Araujo. Koundé. It's another own goal. That is crazy.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. And it's been given away. Turns and there's the shot! And he hits the net! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, terrible pass. And through to the goalkeeper. Araujo. Bastoni. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And Cucurella. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared...
He's given it away. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Vietnam have themselves a chance from the spot. Martinez, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction. Well, their manager seems to have them always...
No mistake! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero!
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Could be danger here. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Martinez looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early. To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Bastoni. Oh, what's he done? And he's got the beating of his man. Mbappe! It's in! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh no, this does not look good. Cucurella. Martinez. And Koundé. So that's it. It is all over. Vietnam can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a doubt,
and
it is the
welcome
week's
to today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, decent hit! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Ajax are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Bellingham. Scholes. Now Dumfries. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. header. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Vieira actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pedri.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's found the way through. Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has been clubbed away. Played back in. Vietnam leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Vietnam are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. And it's Scholes. He's been picked out. That's an errant pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Irwin got a long way forward to join the attack. Lahm. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Ronaldinho. There's the hit! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. Kane. Oh, Red, nice interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bellingham. Mbappe. And it's Ronaldinho. It's a good foot in there. Mbappe. Vietnam finding their passes. It's anyone's ball now. Floated up and over. That has been cut short. Scholes puts his foot on the gas. Interesting ball. Now the finish! It's in!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pedri. Van Dijk tries to clear. And here's Mbappe. Araujo. And it's half-time here. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix. in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more.
I'm afraid to tell
And
you
we
that
are
we're
up to the
expecting
break.
traffic to be
Well, what a
heavy after
half.
the
It's
final
been
whistle today.
pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Here we go again then.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe! Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Pedri picks it up from the goal kick. The ball has bounced loose now. Bellingham. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And he can clear it away. Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Ronaldinho. Dembele. Here's the ball in. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Pedri. In with the challenge.
Pedri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Couldn't squeeze it through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The
Dembele.
attendance for this match was 70,987.
Chips it through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho is onto this.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. No way through. Neatly clipped into space. Now it's Dembele.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to...
Ah, he's given it away. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bellingham. Pedri. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Taken back almost at once. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Kane. Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe. Kane. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's had it taken off him. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. The ball's gone astray. Pedri. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Kane. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution on the field. Number
We have got
17,
changes here from both sides, in
Kane.
fact.
Number 5, Bellingham. Number 10, Mbappe.
Koundé.
Coming on the field, number 20, Rafael Leao. Number 45,
Rafael Leao.
Osimhen. Number 8, Vinicius Junior. Substitution in progress.
He's played him through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Has a go!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Just eases him off the ball. Pedri has created one goal already. Osimhen. Mbappe. Rafael Leao. Cleared away. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Deftly away. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. We have already started here. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right. But Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy. He just loves to get on that front foot.
Okay, interesting. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedri with the foul. Rodri. Pedri. Looks for the finish! Oh, brilliant! Just brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Pedri. Now the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. So it's going to be another corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Lahm.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. That is a great pick out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedri. Bellingham. Lahm. It's Bellingham. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Shot at goal! And another try! Sticks it away! Barcelona are back in business!
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Decent hit from there. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. And it's Van Dijk. Pedri. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pedri. It's Roberto Carlos. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Pedri. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Messi considers his options. Mbappe. Kane. Mbappe. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's an inviting ball. And that's been won straight back. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Caicedo. No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk. Khan deals with it effortlessly. Lahm. Lahm carries the ball down the right. Pedri. Now Mbappe. Koundé does really well there, he is strong. He's played him through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Kane. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pedri. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And there's the end of the first half. Vietnam head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Koundé. Hernandez. Araujo. Caicedo. And it's Kane. Mbappe given the lift of his goal. And Caicedo. And here's Messi. Pedri. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. And that has been cleared. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Hernandez. Caicedo. And Alexander-Arnold. And here's Messi. Mbappe! Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Roberto Carlos. Bellingham.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
That is a brilliant interception. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Hernandez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Lahm. Vietnam finding their passes. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Messi. Mosquera with the clearance. And claimed it back swiftly. Vietnam couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Back into the middle. Messi! And Messi! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Barcelona have their third corner. They've played it short. Turns and goes back. Has a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Has another go! Mosquera can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Spread neatly. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Mbappe. Messi, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Played back in. Oh, important interception. Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now it's, can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Osimhen has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's away. Osimhen! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pedri. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And here's the chance to counter. Now Ndour. Oh, nice touch. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. And that's it. Vietnam can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, they've been...
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome
the
to
footballing
today's
folk in
match.
this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's picked his way, Maradona! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Maradona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Nakata. Neymar. Cucurella. Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. The ball is bounced loose now. Maradona might just make this. And it's Hazard. Lille finding their passes. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Neymar. Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course with a flash of brilliance. His talent can take this game to a higher level of excitement, and I hope it does.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Neymar. Mignon can claim that. Oh, that's nice. Shot a goal! And again! Goal! The breakthrough strike! With a predatory goal.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Maradona. Nakata defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cafu. He won't be happy with that one.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Great hit! And Dijk getting this one clear. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Neymar. Back into the middle. Lahm. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Cafu. And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gets a good foot in there. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Konate just eases him off the ball. Mbappe! Not the best distribution from the keeper. It'll be a throw-in. Konate. Davids. And it's Neymar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vietnam are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Cucurella. Neymar. Messi. Roberto Carlos. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Roberto Carlos.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Stood up well to him there. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Neymar. Gets to show off his quick feet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Vietnam head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Davids. Picked out brilliantly. Now the finish! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And here's Maradona. And here's Neymar. Bastoni wins the duel this time. And it's Neymar. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Maradona. Bellingham. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Van Dijk. Cucurella.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
150.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bastoni.
Vietnam couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Azar. And it's Azar. Nakata. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Nakata. Goes back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
That's a good ball played into space. No, that's been intercepted. Time and again they are repelled. Nakata. Cucurella. Davids. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Oh, shoot, hits one! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling
Hello,
this lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt,
to
it is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Bellingham. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Szoboszlai. Opts for safety. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. And it's Batistuta. Works it forward. Oh, they can break here. Rodri. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. Davids, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Forwards and with intent. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Griezmann.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we have our very first corner. He's got the shot away! Gilberto Silva gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's running through. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Still goalless at the moment. Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Mbappe, Griezmann, there's the hit! It's anyone's ball now. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. It's their second corner of the game. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Lahm. And that is a little undercooked. Now, what about a counter-attack? Law. Fiddles it through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Batistuta. Van Dijk cuts it out. That's a lovely, neat pass. 30 minutes gone. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Quality ball. Bellingham. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. Batistuta. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. And he thumps it clear. Bellingham. Rodri. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham. Szoboszlai. No, that's been intercepted. Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Messi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Szoboszlai! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bellingham. Mbappe. Now it's Griezmann. Out to the left it goes. Plays it in low. There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vietnam have their third corner. Hernandez! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Beckham. Mosquera. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals, the score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Beckham. Szoboszlai. Shapes to shoot. Bellingham clears it away. Saliba. Szoboszlai.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bellingham. That's good play. Lahm picks it up out wide. And he's there to get it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Davids producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Bellingham. Now it's Griezmann.
The attendance for this match
And
was
that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Law! It's in! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Maradona. Maradona. Real chance! Cleared without complication. Now it's Batistuta. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the
Well, Peter,
field
I don't
is
think there's anything
number
tactical or
21,
injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckham. Law. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And here's Beckham. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That looks a cracking ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that was very necessary. And it's Maradona. Passes short and sharp. Griezmann purring through the gears. And here's Bellingham. Gilberto Silva gets it clear. And that has put paid to that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And here's Haaland. And here's Maradona. Lahm. And that's played in low. That's a decent clearance. And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Haaland. He's found some space. Haaland! Just a whisker away.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So, time for changes
Milan
on both sides, actually.
Number 8. Szoboszlai. Number 23.
Neymar.
Beckham.
Osimhen.
Number 10.
It's Bellingham.
Messi.
Oh, good read.
Coming on the
That was
field,
well played,
Number
well
3,
stopped.
Rudiger. Number 27.
Davids.
Serginho.
Costa
Number
Curta
14,
spots it and
Guti.
intercepts.
Number 11,
Can he spark a counter here?
Substitution.
And here's Cristiano
Will be 3
Ronaldo.
minutes Added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Yamal showing good feet. Osimhen. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's got the beating of his... Haaland! They've done it! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. The lightness of step. And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt,
and
it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Dembele! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet is sharing after that one. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Real chance here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dembele. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Griezmann. Roberto Carlos looking to hit the byline here.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Maradona. Pedri. Now Mbappe. Spread it left. Griezmann. That's really well manoeuvred. Well seen. Saw that coming. And it's Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And a shot! That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Dembele. Rodri. Pedri. Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders pop it.
It's Griezmann! Maradona! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Vietnam grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Pullet. Messi. Rummenigge. And it's Messi. Foot in. Bellingham. Upamecano. Vietnam have it back and can go again. He won't be happy with that one. Lam. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Griezmann. Pedri. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri. Griezmann. And they can counter here. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Maradona. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And it's Griezmann. No, that's been intercepted. And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
That's a really interesting... Big chance! Maradona, given the lift of his goal. Pedri, and here's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Rummenigge, and it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Griezmann. Griezmann is fouled.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Rummenigge. Lam. Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
187.
Maradona. And he's had a hit! They've done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Mbappe very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Has a goal! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Griezmann. Pedri. Now the finish! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Pedri. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Maradona. He's in here! And the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Griezmann fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Substitution on the field. Number
So,
10.
time for changes
Mbappe.
on both sides, actually.
Number 21, Griezmann. Number 16, Rodri. Number 23, Pedri.
And it's Maldini.
Coming on the field, number 45.
And here's Mbappe.
Osimhen. Number
Now the
20.
chance! No mistake! And the comeback is complete! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's good vision. Out of play for a goal kick. Araujo is there, and he can pick it up. Maradona.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against
2
them.
added minutes has been indicated.
Roberto Carlos, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cleared without complication. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Vietnam finding their passes. And that will be it. Vietnam illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. There's the whistle. Bellingham. That's a nicely measured pass. And it's Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nuno Mendes. It's a good spell of possession, this. And that's gone loose. Stood up well to him there.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter...
Mbappe! And that has been knocked clear. Mbappe.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe! Bellingham clears it away. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides.
Mbappe gets through on his own. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! There it is! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's Ronaldinho! Has another go! And that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Lahm. And here's Mbappe. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Bellingham. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And the finish! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace. Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives.
Has a go! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, such a clever touch. A great chance! Griezmann. Now it's Maradona. And it's Lahm. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Maradona. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
In with the challenge. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Pirlo. Now it's Haaland. Out to the left it goes. Bellingham. Nuno Mendes. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nuno Mendes. That has been cut short. Ronaldinho. And it's Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back. Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Bellingham. Davids. Oh, great Haaland! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Oh, good ball. Araujo.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. And it's Vieira. Chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And the counter is on. Oh, nice touch. Mbappe! Showing good feet. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he cuts out the supply. Now who's going to be first to this? Pirlo. Ronaldinho.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Davids. Lahm. Interesting ball. That's a shade optimistic. Lahm is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nuno Mendes. Almost 75 minutes on the... Could be danger here! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, again there's no way through. And now the breakaway. Haaland.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
It's Ronaldinho! No, he's missed it.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. Vietnam are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pirlo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. 5 minutes left on the clock. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pirlo. Nice bit of trickery. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Maradona. And here's Griezmann.
Has been indicated.
That looks a cracking ball. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, he's got the shot away! And with that, the final whistle. Vietnam were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. Few do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him. Xavi. Xavi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Suarez. Messi, well read, and the danger is averted. And here's Neymar. Messi. And Messi! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Puyol gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Messi, and that's a good ball. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
You can run onto that. Taken back almost at once. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. And it's Luis Suarez. Messi tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Great ball if he can get there. Konate.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's away! Maradona. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Neymar. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Maradona. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann made a good run there. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Davids. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Mbappe. Maradona. And he welcomes it in.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And it's Neymar. Stood up well to him there. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up.
Hits one! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
That's a smashing touch to get him away.
That's alert. Luis Suarez!
Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And here's Bellingham. Referee has just said play on. Iniesta. Neymar. Forwards and with intent. Well read, nice interception. And here's Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Maradona. Now it's Griezmann. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Suarez. And the shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety. Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him is...
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Osimhen.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And he's gone backward here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. No, again there's no way through. And it's Messi. Lahm. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vietnam come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Neymar. He has found the way through. Bellingham. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, well played, well played. Iniesta. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. He is through here. Oh, can he finish? And the lead is 3. It is surely done. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Osimhen! Defending of the desperate variety.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
71,649.
Played back in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Davids. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vietnam perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now the finish!
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Griezmann, and the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Vietnam certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Roberto Carlos. Gently done. And here's Osimhen. Busquets gets across to intercept that. Xavi. Messi. Looking for the run. Oh, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. He's got a sight of goal. It is a very, very good save.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
And here's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. It's Neymar! And somehow he kept it out.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Corner number 2 then. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. And that's gone loose. He's found a way through. He's going to be disappointed with that. That has not gone well. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Griezmann. Back into the middle. Passing nice and neat. Xavi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Had a shot! That is some save from Kahn! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Barcelona were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Xavi. There's the hit! He has done it! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
It's become a case of men against boys. Busquets.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lahm. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Busquets. Lahm. And it's Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added
Sports
time.
official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Konate. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lahm picks it up out wide. Maradona! Oh, taken with style! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Vietnam play. And there goes the final whistle. Vietnam suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis.